Hey there, welcome to this segment of Real Time with Ray. Listen, this is a podcast where real women with real issues who like real talk and real solutions come to hang out. This is the spot, this is the place because that's what, that's what women who are out here getting it done, that's what they're about. They're about real solutions, stuff that's going on real time, like how to handle this thing that's going on real time, how to deal with this thing that's going on real time. And more specifically, real issues with your man, your money, and your mini me. Yeah, probably in that order. And it doesn't even really matter if you have a man. Like, you might even want a man. Like, got something for you too. Oh, and I definitely got to let you know, there will be lots of laughter. Lots of laughter. Excuse me. I got to tell you, there's no one I know personally that brings comedy to crisis like I do. Kevin Hart talks about laughing at his pain. Listen, you gotta laugh at your pain sometimes. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll keep you from crying. And by all means, sometimes you gotta cry. Sometimes you do. And I'm all for a good cleansing. Yes, cry those tears. Get that cleanse going on so you can get back to, putting your head in your game, getting your head in the game. And so, yeah, let's hop into our topic for today. So, I wanted to come from the perspective of life. One of the things that I taught my daughter, one of the standards that I set for my daughter when I was raising her, and some of you may or may not know that I was a single parent raising my child, and the standard that I set for her, for her life, was be your best you. Now, when I said that to her, she probably didn't grasp just how significant that was, and more importantly, just how difficult that would be. I would remind her that when you're not being your best you're cheating yourself. And so, I believe in grace, because I think that God shows us grace. He's certainly merciful towards me. I don't know about you, but he is certainly merciful towards me. So, because, never mind, I won't even get into that, but I'm sticking to the point. So when you are your best when you're giving it your best. And I would let her know that if a C, because, like I said, I was telling her this as I was raising her. So this was even while she was in school. And I would say to her, yeah, even if it's a C, if that was your best, it's good enough. Here's why I tell her that. Because in this life, you have to be delivered from people. You have to be freed up from people. Because the very same people in one breath will be saying, Hosanna, and in the next breath will be saying, crucify her. Okay? So, listen, your validation, your self-worth, your accomplishments, your achievements, they can't be based on other people's acceptance and approval of you. It just can't be. Because, again, sometimes you're good enough, sometimes you're not. The powerful thing in being your best you is you are setting the standard for you. Now, granted, somebody may set the bar for you. There may be a bar set, and that's awesome. And don't get me wrong, you do need support. You need a support team. You need a team of people who are in your space, who are in your life, who will, give you guidance, instruction, that will check you, that will correct you when you're wrong, that will praise you when you're doing well. You need that for sure. For sure. We all need that. We all have to have that. So I'm not telling you, oh, you don't need nobody. You're an island on your own. No. We all need someone. So what the point is, excuse me, the point is that the validation, the approval, and the acceptance of these people. Because listen, here's the thing. Here's what's true. Here's what's so true. You, whatever stage, whatever phase you are in life, you've got to know for yourself that you're good enough. You're already good enough. Now, as far as worth and value, maybe not skill set. See, I'm not trying, listen, I talk real talk. I'm not trying to hype you up, gas you up, and fill you up. Yeah, I'm not doing those things. Now, I'm talking about your worth and your value. You are worthy and you are valuable, okay? Settle that with yourself, settle that for yourself. And that's the reason why I would tell my daughter that, because I was establishing with her and for her self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. Her being in a space where she didn't need the validation. She didn't need the acceptance. She didn't need the, what's the other word? The acceptance, the approval of others to feel like she was good enough, that she was worthy. Now, to the point of skill set, right? You might have to sharpen your skills, okay? Yeah, you can't go on, a job or step into an arena of any type without the proper skill set and expect to excel. Like, you've got to develop that skill set. So again, I wanted to balance that out before you thought that I was just, sharing a whole bunch of hype and fluff. So anyway, so having told her that, so my thought for this segment is life doesn't have to be perfect for it to be wonderful. It just doesn't. It doesn't have to be perfect for it to be wonderful. Why am I telling you that? Because there's a bunch of hell going on in your life right now. What can go wrong has gone wrong in your life, and if it's not today, then probably tomorrow. Because listen, I'm not a pessimistic person at all. I am so faith-filled that if given the opportunity, I will walk on water. Like, yeah, that's the type of chick I am. Like, I'm very optimistic, very, filled, very faith-filled. However, the truth is that in life, there is good and bad. Even though God plans good for us, God desires good for us, we still have, an enemy of what's good that shows up in our lives. Whether you're a Christian or not, that doesn't really matter when I make this point that, the enemy of your good comes to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Yeah, all those positive things, right? So it's just kind of like on any given day, at any given time, any given moment, boom, here's the enemy of your good. So yeah, that's why it doesn't have to be perfect. There are things that will happen. There are things that will come along and blindside you, knock your head clear off your shoulders, like, and knock you clear on your backside. Like, just knock the wind out of you. It's just real. Like, oh my gosh, I could give you example after example after example, because I'm definitely one of those type of people that even on social media, I don't only talk about, you don't only see the flowery, happy pictures and quotes and, all that. No, you see me talking about what kind of day I'm having. You see me talking about what kind of social ills or injustices may be going on, but you'll also see a lot of humor from me. You'll see a lot of positive, affirmations and, all those kind of things or whatever. So that's the balance. I'm that type of chick that I'm very authentic. And I keep it real with myself. And because I keep it real with me, I have to keep it real with you. That's by default. By default, I'm going to keep it real with anyone who's in my space. Some people don't like it. Had to clear my throat because I don't care. Like, you don't have to like it and you don't have to be around me. And so all of what I just said about me, the same thing applies to you. The same thing applies to you. Listen, people don't have to agree with everything that you do, everything that you say. People don't have to, like everything about you. People don't have to accept everything about you or whatever for you to be valuable and worthy. They just don't. And so you got to make a conscious choice to live your best life. Live your life enjoying your life. Live your life preparing for better, preparing for good, preparing for improvements and advancement and increase. That's the thing. You set the standards for yourself. Now, again, someone else may set the bar. Like for instance, there's quite a few people who have set the bar in my life personally. But there's one person that has impacted me so profoundly, directly and indirectly, that I'll mention his name. And I'm always talking to women, but I do interact and engage with men. I am influenced by men and I influence them too. But there's this gentleman by the name of Kevin Mack. And this person he set the bar for me. Because when I met him, I was a single mom on welfare living in the hood. And he set the bar for me in my parenting. He set the bar for me in my business mindset. And two of the things that he showed me was, one, how important it was for me to set the, to frame my child's worldview and to make sure that her experiences and her exposure was not only preparing her for things to come, but it was helping her to be her best self. Now, I gave her the commission and the charge to be her best self, but I didn't necessarily know how to help her do that at the onset. But being a mentor and a mom, I had to learn those things and I had to share those things. And that's one of the things that, Kevin Mack did for me. So he set the bar. He definitely set the bar for me where parenting was concerned. Granted, he's a father and I'm a mother, but parenting, like the whole thing was about parenting. So there are people who will set the bar for you. And that's awesome because I'll give you another example. Where I came from, women were a pain in the behind. Like I didn't think where I came from, men didn't like their women. They didn't like their girlfriends. They didn't like their wives. They tolerated them. They put up with them. And then I met a couple. Yeah, sorry about that. I was saying, I met this couple and the dude actually liked his wife. I was so shocked. Like, I didn't even believe it was real. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop because I thought that they were so fake. I was like, there's no way. Like, dude is pretending. But it comes to find out he really liked his wife. And that set the bar for me where relationships are concerned. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to ask you to chime in. What are your thoughts? I shared my thoughts. Share yours with me. Leave a comment. And join me on social media at Ray Share Solutions. You can find me on social media, across social media at Ray Share Solutions. But Chime in, leave a comment, get in on the conversation. Bye.